welcome to Mia's Stories. Make sure to subscribe to never miss an update, and a lucky chance to video chat with me. In the bustling city of New York, there lived a young man named Alex who harbored a secret passion for crossdressing. By day, he worked as a mild-mannered accountant, but by night, he transformed into Alexis, a fierce and glamorous diva who reveled in the sensuality of silk and lace. For years, Alex had kept his alter ego hidden away in the depths of his closet, afraid of the judgment and ridicule that may come if his secret were to be discovered. One fateful evening, as Alex sat alone in his apartment, admiring himself in the mirror in a stunning red cocktail dress, he made a bold decision. It was time to embrace his true self and step out into the world as Alexis, unapologetically and without reservation. With newfound determination burning in his heart, Alex set out to pursue his deepest desires and explore the world of cross-dressing modeling. As Alexis ventured into the world of cross-dressing modeling, he was met with both excitement and trepidation. The bright lights of the runway called to him, promising a chance to showcase his beauty and talent to the world. With each step he took, his confidence grew, and soon he found himself at the doors of a prestigious modeling agency known for its avant-garde and boundary-pushing designs. As he entered the agency, Alexis was greeted by a stunningly beautiful woman named Isabella, the head of the modeling division. With a knowing smile, Isabella took one look at Alexis and saw the fierce determination in his eyes. She knew that this young man had the potential to be a star, and she was determined to make his dreams a reality. Under Isabella's expert guidance, Alexis underwent a stunning transformation. His hair was styled into glamorous waves, his makeup was flawlessly applied to highlight his features, and his body was draped in the most exquisite designer gowns. With each fitting and photo shoot, Alexis felt himself coming alive in a way he had never experienced before. The sensation of silk against his skin, the click of heels on the runway, the admiring glances of the audience, it was a heady rush of sensation that left him breathless and wanting more. As he strutted down the catwalk in a daring red gown that hugged his curves in all the right places, Alexis felt a surge of power unlike anything he had ever known. The cheers of the crowd washed over him like a tidal wave, lifting him up and carrying him to heights he had never imagined possible. In that moment, he knew that he had found his true calling, his true passion, to be a cross-dressing model, unapologetic and proud. One evening, after a particularly successful runway show, Alexis found himself alone with Isabella in her luxurious penthouse apartment. The air crackled with tension as they gazed at each other, their desire palpable in the air. Without a word, Isabella crossed the room and took Alexis in her arms, her lips crashing down on his in a searing kiss that left them both gasping for air. As they tumbled onto the plush carpet, their hands roamed freely over each other's bodies, pulling at clothes and caressing skin with a fevered intensity. Alexis moaned as Isabella's lips trailed down his neck, her fingers deftly undoing the buttons of his dress to reveal the lacy lingerie beneath. With a hungry growl, Isabella pressed him back against the carpet, her hands roaming over his body with possessive intent. In a whirlwind of sensation and desire, Alexis surrendered himself to Isabella completely, giving in to the raw passion that burned between them. Their bodies moved in perfect harmony, each touch and kiss sending shockwaves of pleasure through them both. As they reached the pinnacle of ecstasy together, their cries of release echoed through the room, mingling in a symphony of raw, unbridled passion. As the sun rose over the city, casting its golden glow over the skyline, Alexis lay entwined with Isabella in a tangle of limbs and bedsheets. The night had been a whirlwind of passion and desire, a celebration of their newfound connection and shared love of beauty and sensuality. With a tender smile, Isabella brushed a lock of hair away from Alexis's face, her eyes shining with a mixture of affection and desire. In that moment, Alexis knew that he had found not only a mentor and lover in Isabella but a kindred spirit, a partner in both life and passion. Together, they would conquer the world of cross-dressing modeling, pushing boundaries and breaking down barriers with every step they took. And as they lay together in the soft light of dawn, their bodies entwined and their hearts full of promise, Alexis knew that this was only the beginning of their incredible journey together. As Alexis delved deeper into the world of cross-dressing modeling, he found himself thrust into the glamorous world of high fashion. With Isabella by his side as his mentor and guide, he embarked on a series of high-profile photo shoots and runway shows that pushed the boundaries of beauty and sensuality. The camera loved him, capturing every angle and curve of his stunning figure with a precision that left onlookers breathless. One particular shoot stood out in Alexis's mind, a high-fashion editorial spread for a renowned fashion magazine. The theme was avant-garde and edgy, with bold colors and dramatic silhouettes that challenged conventional beauty standards. As Alexis posed in a series of daring ensembles, his confidence soared to new heights, each click of the camera capturing his fierce determination and undeniable allure. The photographer, a seasoned professional known for his ability to capture raw emotion and sensuality, guided Alexis through each shot with expert precision. With each click of the shutter, Alexis felt himself slipping deeper into his role, embodying the fierce and glamorous diva he had always longed to be. The result was a series of breathtaking images that showcased his beauty and talent in a way that left the fashion world buzzing with excitement. As the date of the annual fashion show extravaganza approached, Alexis found himself consumed with a mix of excitement and nerves. This was his moment to shine, to walk the runway in front of a packed audience of fashion elite and industry insiders. With Isabella by his side, offering words of encouragement and support, Alexis felt a surge of confidence that carried him through the final preparations. The night of the fashion show arrived in a whirlwind of activity and anticipation. Backstage, models bustled about in a flurry of activity, stylists putting the finishing touches on hair and makeup, designers making last-minute adjustments to the stunning garments that would grace the runway. As the time for the show drew near, Alexis felt a sense of calm settle over him, a quiet certainty that he was meant to be there, to walk the runway with grace and confidence. As the lights dimmed and the music swelled, Alexis took his place at the head of the runway, the click of his heels echoing through the cavernous space. With a deep breath, he stepped out onto the runway, his gaze fixed on the far end where the audience waited with bated breath. As he walked, his movements fluid and graceful, he felt a surge of energy and power coursing through him, a sense of liberation and joy that was palpable in every step. The audience erupted into applause as Alexis reached the end of the runway, his heart soaring with pride and accomplishment. He had done it. He had conquered the runway, defying expectations and embracing his true self in a way that was both empowering and liberating. And as he basked in the glow of the spotlight, surrounded by the cheers and adulation of the crowd, Alexis knew that this was only the beginning of his journey into the world of cross-dressing modeling. After the fashion show extravaganza came to a close, Alexis found himself swept up in a whirlwind of celebration and revelry. The after-party was a glamorous affair, filled with champagne and laughter, music and dancing. As he mingled with the fashion elite and industry insiders, Alexis felt a sense of belonging and acceptance that he had never experienced before. In the midst of the festivities, he caught sight of Isabella across the room, her eyes sparkling with pride and admiration. With a smile, she made her way over to him, her hand reaching out to clasp his in a gesture of solidarity and camaraderie. Together, they danced and laughed, reveling in the success of the night and the promise of the future. As the night wore on, Alexis found himself drawn to Isabella in a way that went beyond mentorship and friendship. There was a spark between them, a connection that crackled with intensity and desire. And as they found themselves alone in a secluded corner of the ballroom, their bodies pressed close together, Alexis knew that this was a moment he would never forget. With a fierce determination and a hunger for more, he leaned in to capture Isabella's lips in a searing kiss, his hands roaming over her body with a hunger that matched his own. In that moment, they were not mentor and protege, but two souls bound together by a shared passion and desire. And as they lost themselves in each other, the world around them faded away, leaving only the raw, unbridled heat of their connection burning bright. As the sun rose over the city, casting its golden light over the skyline, Alexis and Isabella lay entwined in each other's arms, their bodies still humming with the heat of their passion. The night had been a revelation, a celebration of their shared love of beauty and sensuality, a declaration of their desire for each other. And as they lay together in the soft light of dawn, their hearts full of promise and possibility, Alexis knew that this was only the beginning of their incredible journey together. The world of cross-dressing modeling was a wild and unpredictable one, filled with challenges and triumphs, setbacks and successes. But with Isabella by his side, Alexis felt ready to take on whatever came his way, to embrace his true self in all its glory and power. And as they gazed into each other's eyes, a silent understanding passed between them. They were bound together by more than just passion and desire. They were partners in both life and love, ready to conquer the world together, one daring step at a time. If you enjoyed this story and want to show your support, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Also, for every comment with 69, you could have a chance to video chat with me. Thanks for your time.